7, LSU 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Durham. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
A lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? when it's a goal-to-go situation, a short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU!
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done. Scoring the touchdown, an extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. They'll immediately call timeout. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fair catch, called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
And the Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Durham, using his legs to buy some time. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Direct snap, it's Durham. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. It's a running room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Power football with the run. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Off the play fake. He wants to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man. It's Wingo. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second.
Oh, out of space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. On the direct snap, it's Durham. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up.
There he goes! And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Manning. They're working that left side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've
turning it on. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Jackson. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Texas offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The snap sets up the throw. Intercepted deep in his own end. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Sharp. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Taking it the other way. Smashes ahead. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
To the air, it's Manning. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. And you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Pulls it in. It's Watkins. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're still firing away even with this lead. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance. And